Hello, welcome. This is Coach Herbert. Thank you very much for listening to my podcast. And in today's podcast, basically, we are discussing how women can achieve a balanced work-life schedule. How women can achieve a well-balanced work-life schedule. Balancing work, family, and personal time can be challenging. But with the right strategies, it's possible to create a fulfilling and manageable routine. That's why we are here to discuss this in this podcast. Those who have subscribed to my channel, YouTube channel, Coach Herbert UG, thank you very much. What you are doing is really good for me. And make sure that you press that bell so that every time I upload some work, you follow well. Now, we need to first and foremost understand the meaning of work-life balance. Work-life balance means finding a healthy equilibrium between your work responsibilities and your personal life. It's about ensuring neither side overwhelms the other, because we need to have to strike a balance so that none of the two outweighs the other. Now, what I want you to know is a balanced schedule can reduce stress, improve mental and physical health, and enhance overall happiness and productivity. So remember that at the end of the day, as a woman, you need to at least strike that good balance, because if you don't strike the balance, that means one side might go away from your hands, because remember, family may disappear from you. What I mean by family disappearing from you is your husband may start complaining. At the same time, if you don't strike a balance, the other side of the workplace, your boss may start complaining that, look, hey, madam, you are not doing work the way we expect you to be doing it. Now, as a woman, as a lady, please, there are some questions that I want you to ask yourself. Are you getting me? Well, I'm trying to help you assess your current balance, how you are balancing your work-life schedules. Now, the first question is, how often do you feel overwhelmed by your work or personal responsibilities? Then the second question is, do you regularly have time for yourself and your interests? Then last but not least, the last question is, are your relationships with family and friends suffering because of work? Are you getting me? Those are the three questions that you may ask yourself. It depends on how you are answering those questions. So I don't want any answers as per now, but you can answer those questions by yourselves, and then you'll give me feedback later after you have finished listening to this podcast. What I want you to know is, taking time to reflect on these questions can help you identify areas that need adjustments. Those are the three questions that I've told you. When you take time and reflect on them, it will help you. You get me? So that you adjust accordingly. Now, as a woman, what you have to do is very simple. Set priorities. As a woman, I'm repeating, set priorities. What you have to first do is identify core values. What I mean is, determine what matters most to you. Is it career growth, family time, personal health, or hobbies? Are you getting me? I believe you're following me. So that is you decide what really matters to you most. Are you getting me? Now, remember that there's need for prioritization, and some tips that I can give you on how you can prioritize is, for example, list your daily and weekly tasks and rank them in order of importance. Please, if you don't list your daily and weekly tasks and rank them, that is how you are going to now start facing or being overwhelmed by some of the work and then some of the activities in the family. Then what you also have to do is simple. Focus on high priority tasks first and delegate or eliminate less important ones. Are you getting me? Please make sure, I've told you that prioritize. Then after prioritizing, make sure that at least you give high priority tasks first. Work on them first. Focus on them first. Are you getting me? There are some others that you may just decide to either delegate or eliminate. Are you getting me? And then you say, look, no, that one I'm not going to do. You get it? So that there is you're striking a balance between work and life. Are you getting me? Now, as a woman, what you have to do else is you need to create a balanced schedule. What I mean by a balanced schedule is you should have a time block. What I mean by a time block is divide your day into blocks of time. When you divide your day into blocks of time, it means that you are going to dedicate certain time to specific tasks. You're getting me? For example, allocate time for work, allocate time for family, allocate time for exercises, and allocate time for leisure. It will really help you maneuver. It will really help you perform well, especially in the area related to work and life. Are you getting me? Now, thank you very much for listening to my podcast. Remember, I'm Coach Herbert. Those who share and leave comments and follow me, please, what you are doing is really tremendous. I'm really very happy. And I say, please keep on keeping on. Now, have a schedule. Are you getting me? What I mean by schedule is, for example, know that at what time do I wake up? I wake up at 6 o'clock. Between 6 to 7, what am I doing? I have, for example, personal life. I'm doing exercises, I'm doing meditation, for example. Between 8 to 9, what are you doing? Are you getting me? You can say, I'm having family time. For example, we're having breakfast, getting the kids ready, or depending on your schedule. Are you getting me? Then from 8, for example, to either 1 or to 12 o'clock or to noon, you may say, there I'm basically doing work. You getting me? Now you can say that either from noon to 1 o'clock, depending on your schedule. You can say it's a lunch break. Are you getting me? Preferably with a quick walk or some relaxation, because sometimes work becomes part of us and it starts controlling us. But you should have some time to walk around, so that you stretch around and even relax. Are you getting me? Now, between 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you go back and work. Are you getting me? If, for example, you have a job that runs from 8 to 5, then go back and work. Then from 5 to 7 o'clock, I believe now there are some people who are in Kampala, there are some people who are in places that are jammed. Now they'll say, you see, we are in jam, we are here and there, you see. But between 5 to 7 o'clock is supposed to be it's supposed to be family time. Okay, you're having dinner, you're having activities with your children, with your family, like that. Get me? Then from 7 to 9 o'clock, get some personal time. You are reading a book, you have some hobbies that you are working on, just like that. Then from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, try to wind down. You getting me? What I mean by you winding down is you are trying to see to it that you prepare for the next day and you are going to relax. You get it? You see? So you can have that schedule. It will really help you balance issues related to work and family. Are you getting me? Now, I can also add on something like tips for maintaining balance. Are you getting me? Somebody may be asking now, how do I maintain this balance? First and foremost, set boundaries. Set boundaries. What I mean is clearly define work and personal time. Are you getting me? Clearly define work and personal time. Avoid checking work emails during family time. Why should you? Why should you check work emails during family time? Are you getting me? This is family time. So make sure that it's family time. Give it to the family. You get it? Then we have some people, by the way, they are eating, they're holding the phone, they're watching TV, they're reading a newspaper. Oh my God. Try to set balance, boundaries. That at such and such a time I'm doing this, at such and such a time I'm doing the other. You get me? Then another issue is learn to say no. And I repeat, learn to say no. What I mean is, it's okay to decline additional work or social commitments that overload your schedule. Many times, most of the people are suffering because they don't want to say no. Don't feel shy saying no. Are getting me? Don't be overwhelmed. Don't be overloaded by work because you can't say no. Then another thing is try to use technology wisely. Because what happens is, if try to utilize apps on your phone, your smartphone, and tools to manage your time effectively, but avoid becoming a slave to your devices. You getting me? Because, for example, now like Coach Herbert, what happens is I set my phone and basically it gives me an alarm that look, it's time for lunch, it's time for work, it's time for doing this, time for doing this, like that. Use that for smartphone well or wisely so that you can benefit a lot. Now, also, if you want to see to it that you are having a balanced work life schedule, try involving others. What I mean by trying to involve others is seek family support. When I say seek family support, I mean discuss your schedule with your family and ask for their support in maintaining it, because you need them. Are you getting me? So seek family support. If you're a woman and you are married, please discuss this schedule with your husband so that at least he can also help you or support you in maintaining it. Then think about the issue of workplace flexibility. What I mean by workplace flexibility is communicate with your employer about flexible working hours or remote work options if necessary, because it will help you. Getting me? Then there are some women who don't want to delegate tasks. For you, you want to do everything. You think you are the only person who can do everything. Please delegate tasks. What I mean by delegating tasks is share responsibilities at home and at work to lighten your load. By doing that, you will be at least helping yourself. Now, still on this subject, basically, we can also talk about the issue of self-care and well-being. Let me tell you, it's very important for you to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is crucial. You can't pour from an empty cup. So what do I mean? Make sure that at least you are caring about yourself always. It will really help you. Then we can talk about, when it comes to self-care ideas, for example, incorporate activities that rejuvenate you, such as yoga, reading, or a hobby. Are you getting me? Now, there's the issue of mental health as we talk now. Please don't hesitate to seek professional help if you feel overwhelmed, because you will break down, my dear sister. We have been looking at the way how a woman can balance the issue of work-life schedule. Thank you very much. God bless you. Make sure that you keep your dreams alive.